Hello and welcome back to another artist interview. My name is Lacrima and today I want to introduce you to Artistic Wolf Prince, a very skilled digital and traditional artist from the US. If you don't want to miss any new videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Now I wish you much fun with the interview.
Hey Lacrima, thanks for having me on. And hello to everyone watching. My name is Artistic Wolf Prince, or you can call me by my real name, John, or by my nickname that everyone on social media gave me, Wolf.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, in the United States.
What's behind your artist name?
My artistic name started out as an email address in 2006. I always liked wolves, and I always pictured my artwork as kind of like a lone wolf, not sticking to the same pack for very long. For instance, I love to draw many things like landscapes, portraits, fan art, or even draws in your own style pieces. But I don't stick to just one of those for very long. I don't want to be an artist that only does landscapes or just portraits, stuff like that. I want to be able to do it all and learning as I go. And since I'm an artist, I slapped artistic in front of it, and there's Artistic Wolf. And in 2018, when I started back up again, I added Prince to the end of the Artistic Wolf because that's what I was selling on Etsy at the time when I first started out. So I'm not sure if I'm going to end up keeping Prince for very long, maybe even changing it to like Artistic Wolf Illustrations down the road, or maybe just dropping Prince entirely and just keeping Artistic Wolf so that it can be sounding a little bit more professional for what I do.
How would you describe your art and style?
At the moment, my art is like one of my digital paintings before it is complete, a work in progress. I'm not exactly where I want to be at this point, but I'm sure with more practice I'll get there eventually. As for my style, during my college years when I took charcoal classes, I was taught to look at all the details. Getting as much detail as possible makes it that much more closer to realism or semi-realism. Like if you're looking at a glass or a pitcher of water and you see like the reflection of what's surrounding it, and looking at that detail is what they were trying to get us to essentially understand, is to getting all that detail will get you that much closer to realism or semi-realism.
What do you aim to express with your work?
I always wanted my art to tell a story, to take a life of its own and have meaning behind it, to put a bit of myself in each piece that I do, to express my feelings that I held on to while creating each piece.
How long have you been creating?
I've been creating ever since I was a little kid in grade school. They would always have us make these little arts and crafts things that they have during like the holidays, where you can make like your turkey out of your hand or something, something fun to do. And drawing was one of them too. And I had always rent out one of those how to draw books from the library, and I would always sit there and try to recreate what I saw in those books. But what got me even more into drawing was going to high school, and there I was able to learn a few different techniques, different tricks, and I even had I took ceramic classes, which kind of helped me with kind of visualizing shapes and how maybe the light would react on those certain shapes. Like if it was a face, I could see how the light would hit on certain areas of the face. And even just looking at objects on a table, that always helped me too, which is what I did. I took 2 charcoal drawing classes during that time, and we would always have these gourds and pumpkins and just miscellaneous objects that are just sitting on the table, and try to redraw them from different angles. And that was the most fun for me. And what was cool about that, though, is my teacher, my second year teacher, he was used to be the grader for the background scenery of Lilo and Stitch. And he told me one day when he caught me drawing this lioness at the end of class when I was waiting to be picked up, he told me that I'd be ready to work for Disney because of how good I am. And I told him that I would love to. That was always been my dream to work for Disney, but I knew that I wasn't quite there yet. But he thought I was. But me personally, I didn't feel as though that I was ready for it. But in a way, it's good that I didn't take him up on that offer and waited, because during that time, like after 2006, I didn't draw anything for 13 years, and that was due to me suffering from severe migraines that kept me from drawing. And by the end of the end of 2017, early 2018, I found out what it was, and it was a pituitary tumor, which was giving me all those headaches because it was painful, and I don't know how I was able to survive and with all that pain for that long. But it's over now, and it gave me the ability to get back into drawing again. So I kept drawing and drawing until 2019 came, and then I found out I also have MS along with this pituitary tumor. So now that's my journey, is to keep drawing and surviving and keep going, because you never know what life will bring you, because life is just too short, and you don't know how long you're going to be on this earth, and you just don't know. And I hope one day that I can be the artist that I hope I could be.
Who or what are your biggest influences?
There are quite a few people that are great influences on my art. You interviewed one already, Sweetie Bat. To name a few more, James Julier. Seeing his work on YouTube actually got me into drawing digitally this time around, instead of staying traditional like how I was before. Indie Creates, Hale is, Chibi V, Rena88 Acer, and many others. All of them are really fine artists, and I could only dream to reach their skill levels one day. But for now, I'm playing catch up and learning as I go. But I would love to be able to draw like them one day, and hopefully one day I will.
Do you have any goals or projects you look forward to?
My goals would be just to improve at the moment. Eventually I want to have commissions or have showings at a Comic-Con or some art shows near me to display my work. But as of now, I don't have any future projects in mind to think about. I just finished up my latest drawing, Gemini, to add to my series called The Women of the Zodiac. And maybe I'll put out like a calendar with that eventually. But I don't have anything in mind at the moment, so I have to do some thinking about that one. Even though I don't have anything in mind at the moment, I do look forward to what the future brings and what art comes with it.
What advice would you like to give to other artists?
I say draw what makes you happy. And don't let anybody tell you, including yourself, that you cannot do it or you're not good enough, because you can and you are. Us artists are all on the same journey. We may hit a fork on the road or perhaps even get lost along the way, but we always end up on the same road that we're all meant to be on. Some artists may be ahead of you in that journey, and that's okay. No need to get discouraged, because we were all there at one point in our journey. Just keep practicing, keep drawing, keep creating, and most importantly, don't give up. Thank you so much, Lacrima, for having me on, and thank you all for listening. If you want to hear more about my story and watch my speed painting videos, well then be sure to look me up and give me a follow on YouTube at Artistic Wolf Prints. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram at Artistic Wolf Prints, and Twitter at AWP_art. Take care and stay safe, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you for sharing so much of your personal experiences, John. Stay strong and keep up creating fantastic art. If you enjoyed the interview and artworks, check out his profile links in the description, and don't forget to follow him and leave a comment to support the artist and project. Who will be featured next week? Come back and find it out. Thank you really much for watching, and have a great week.